Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and we are revisiting a deck. We actually played this earlier in the week on our stream. That was fortunately sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. That was really cool. We played this. We actually had pretty good success with it. We were winning a lot, and I decided, you know what, let's make a few modifications to it, and let's see if we can win with this. So we are playing another new JumpStart card. We're going to highlight that. So real quick though, before we hop into today's deck, do want to remind everybody, if you are enjoying the video, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that bell icon to be notified when we go live, and join the Discord and check out all the cool links down below. So with that being said, let's hop right into this deck, and we are calling it Nyxathud. And why are we calling it Nyxathud? Well, first off, we're highlighting a reprint from JumpStart, Nyxathid. This is a 3-mana 7/7. When it enters the battlefield, you choose an opponent, so we're always going to be choosing the person across from us. And it gets -1/-1 for each card in the chosen player's hand. We don't really care about this ability at all. We care about Sarkhan's Unsealing. This says whenever we cast a creature with power 4, 5, or 6, we get to deal 4 damage to any target. But if we cast a creature with power 7 or greater, then we actually get to deal 4 damage to all of our creatures, or our opponent's creatures and planeswalkers, and to them. So we're going to be dealing a lot of damage. So we're also playing a ton of 7-mana creatures that are really super cheap, that typically have downsides, so to speak. And then we just have really cheap creatures that have power 4 or 5 in our deck as well. So first off, we do have Traxos. 4-mana, colorless, 7/7. He's easy to cast. His drawback is he enters the battlefield tapped, and in order to untap him, we have to play a historic spell, which a historic spell is an artifact, a legendary, or a saga. So we also can untap Traxos with Kiora. Kiora is her -1 ability, lets us untap target permanent. She comes into play with 7 loyalty, and the other plus side to Kiora, other than the fact that she only costs 3, is whenever we cast a creature that has power 4 or greater, we actually get to draw a card. So that is really powerful. So we're also playing Rotting Regisaur, 3-mana 7/6. So this is going to, remember, these are all triggering the Sarkhan's Unsealing to deal 4 damage to everything. So this is really, really good. This is a 3-mana 7/6. We discard a card during our upkeep. Not a big deal, because we're going to be drawing so many cards with Kiora's ability, as well as the Great Henge's ability. Great Henge is a 9-mana artifact. We tap it to add double green mana to our mana pool and gain 2 life. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, and we draw a card. So this card's ridiculous. But the top part I didn't even get to. This spell cost X less, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So I do want to highlight, we can do some pretty degenerate things with this, because we can play our friend the Llanowar Elf on turn 1. On turn 2, we can play Rotting Regisaur. So already we have a turn 2 7/6 in play, which is good in itself. But then on turn 3, we play the Great Henge for 2 mana, and then we already had another land in play. Actually 2 land, so we're back up to 4 mana, 5 mana if we play a land on turn 3. So this is pretty good. This is essentially a free spell on turn 3. So yeah, really good. So we're also just rounding this out with Lovestruck Beast. Again, this is a cheap, makes a 1/1 token, or it's a 5/5 for 3, or we have Bone Crusher Giant. 2 mana to deal 2 damage for the adventure side of it, or 3 mana 4/3. And again, these 2 creatures, they trigger the Sarkhan's Unsealing with the 4 damage to a target creature. They don't get to deal the 4 damage to everything like our Traxoses, Nyxathids, and Rotting Regisaurs. So still really cool. And we are rounding this out with 3 copies of Incubation Incongruity, but we're only playing the incubation side of this, because we're not playing any blue mana. And what this does is this lets us look at the top 5 cards of our library, and we get to reveal a creature and put it into our hand. So we are rounding this out with 24 lands. We're just playing 4 each of the check lands, 4 each of the shock lands, and we're just trying to get in there. We really need a lot of good mana fixing because of the fact that we have double red for Nyxathid, we have double green for the Great Henge, and you know, we are playing, these are two really main key cards in our deck, these red cards, so we want that as much as possible. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna hop right into the gameplay. Again, this is a revisit. The only changes we really made were Nyxathids. We took out some what was it, some Paradise Druids, I believe we took out. I think we took out one Incubation, and we changed the land up a bit too. So if you want to check out that deck, you can look through our channel. That video is posted below. We'll try to post a card if I remember when I go back to editing, with linking to that other deck. But yeah, let's take this for a test drive and see how we do. So we'll see you guys at the wrap up. Stay tuned. All right, well, we're gonna explore this Sarkhan's Unsealing deck again. We've like we mentioned in the intro, we got a new cheap 7 power creature in the form of Nyxathid. So we're going to see if this deck still is viable. Mabassi. Alright. Let's do it to it. Who goes first? They go first. Alright, well, this is not the best hand, but this, we definitely get to power out some crazy things pretty quickly. This is probably goblins. Yep, looks to be goblins. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we are so the good news is we're gonna Sarkhan's Unsealing and hopefully be able to do some good here. Oh, really? Into a Prospector? Goblins is so stupid. You guys just saw the video yesterday, so you guys know. Yeah, we're blocking. We're blocking. Let's draw black mana. Do we kill the Skirk Prospector? I think we have to. I think we have to kill the Skirk Prospector, or we could be super greedy, go for a Left Struck Beast, try to draw a card. I think, yeah, I think we have to go high risk, high reward here. We have to draw land. All right. Yeah, we just can't allow this Skirk Prospector to live, or we just lose next turn. Alright, so we have a mountain on top, that's good. So they probably played Chieftain. Okay, well, so we're still gonna see a Snoop next, or not a Snoop, but a Muxus next turn. Unfortunate. Unfortunato. So the more lands we see on top of their deck, the better. Yep, there's Muxus. So we really need a big whiff here. That's not what I would call a big whiff. So they have a lot of damage. Pretty sure this is lethal because goblins are stupid. So, oh. Why didn't you attack with the Chieftain? What's the biggest thing? Guess they're all right. Let's see where we stay. No, we're Xaxes dead. Goblins are so stupid. Come on, Wizards, ban this. Ban this deck. Alright, well, game 2, guys. You know what that means. We're hydrating. We are gonna hydrate. And this is actually a pretty decent hand. Assuming we draw a creature to go with this Great Henge. Fabled Passage. What are they gonna get? What are they gonna get? Swamp. Forest. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and attack for 1 here. Ooh, blue-green Simic. Growth Spiral? Yep. Remember, Growth Spiral is only banned in Standard. It's not banned in Historic. Oh. Alright, well. Again. Yep, we definitely have Sarkhan's Unsealing in play. That's good. That's the first step in getting there, is getting Sarkhan's Unsealing. Explore. So we have to kill them before they ramp up to 8 mana and play Ugin. Because, you know, that's what they're going to do. Ooh. Ew. Well. Alright, so let's do this. Let's pay 2 life. Let's deal all the damage. Let's draw a card. Let's untap a green mana. Let's play the Great Henge. Oh man. We're doing it. Yeah, Nyxathid. So should be able to win next turn. Yeah, your Royal is unfortunately not going to get the job done. Exactly, and that's why we swung with the elf those 2 turns. So, good game, good game, good game, Miku. So yeah, this deck really is very high risk, high reward. Like that goblin game. You know, we had to try to hit a land. I mean, it worked out. We still lost though. But that's again because Goblins is not the deck that should be in Historic right now. It's very non-interactable. Obviously, the deck can be beaten. All right, user 032119. We get to go first. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep. And we be shocking. Hello. Oh, are they playing? I'm not going to attack here. I really don't want to get this elf eaten by a potential instant creature. Okay, so I mean they may not have even been playing it, but no, we got an Unsealing down. That's really good. Did not expect that. Oh, they're checking it out. They're like, oh, what does this card do? Well, if it stays in play, it's going to wreck some face. I wonder if they're playing blue-white control or blue-white, like, aggro and they got a bad draw. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, they're gonna let it go. Because the thing is if we start casting creatures that cost, or that have 7 power, and they go to counter them, they're still going to be taking a lot of damage. Wait, did I just see a rule of law? Holy rule of law, Batman. What are you playing over there? Solemn Simulacrum. Well, you're going to be drawing a card here. Go ahead and deal 8 to you. Now they probably think they have to Wrath, and then we just get the rest of the damage in with Nyxathid. Our bad new rare from JumpStart. I mean, this is definitely an awkward position to be in. Having to choose whether or not do they have a historic spell to cast, or do they have another creature to cast? So the Wrath that hits enchantments and artifacts would be really good for them right now. Oh, 9 lives, really? Ah, okay. Alright. Well, let's make this interesting then. How much damage can we do to them in one turn? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. I think we can actually kill them next turn. Assuming our creatures stay alive. We just have to hit them with 1. Okay, Karn. What is this going to be? We just have to hit them with 1 token. That's it. Platinum Angel. Okay. That's a good one. I mean, except for the fact that Nyxathid. Just let our stuff live, my friend. All right, Nyxathid. Boom. They actually could have had the tail's end there. I just realized that would have prevented them from losing, but fortunately for us, unfortunately for them, they did not. So that was actually a really cool game. All right. It was an exciting game. I was really hoping that there'd be more of a climactic 9 lives type interaction. You know, you get some like crazy animation, but you don't. You don't. We're gonna mulligan this. We are gonna keep this. And we're going to get rid of the Lovestruck Beast. I really wish one of these was a check land, not a shock land. Merfolk. Alright. Let's see Let's see the merfolk. They be a-coming. Okay. You did it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna play a Kiora. What does this do? Holy moly. Wow, we're already at freaking 10 life. Alright, well, let's draw a card. Traxos isn't the end of the world. Not attacking. So I wonder if they play a Lord here and then... Okay, well they tapped out, so they're not playing a Lord. An Unsealing would be great. Well... Sorry, my friend. None of that. Really? You still had so much potential over there. All right, well, we'll take it. We'll take that win. Yeah. I mean, they had 2 cards in their hand, but they seemed on a very, very budget build of merfolk, which you don't see a lot of those particular merfolk that they were playing, especially the one that gives the 2+1/+1 counters. It's just typically too slow. Well, this is a hand we are going to be shipping back. I mean, we're going to keep this, so we're... yeah, we're going to put back Traxos? I think so. They're playing blue. Well, hello. Blue-white, huh? Well, let's get down our friend the Rotting Regisaur. What is this? Well, let's get rid of that. Oh, what a draw. It's unfortunate that... Oh, man. Gotta play this. Unfortunate, but we're gonna lose our Love-Struck Beast, but... Oh, Love-Struck Beast would have been so good if we got to keep that. Let us draw a sweet card. Always a land. Oh, we'll just get in. So they're playing a 3-color Ritual of Soot deck. That's fine. I mean, that was a good draw there. We've upgraded. We now have an 8/7. Oh. Can't play this. Oh, now we get to play it. Okay. So any big creature is really good for us. Really any creature other than land or elf, and now we're going to draw a land or elf because we said that. But, oh, no, we just drew a land. Okay. We'll keep this land in case they have a thought erasure or something in their deck. Don't know why they're playing. This is like budget Esper. Oh. We're going to start zapping. Alright. Oh, and they gain life. Come on, deck. Oh, we should have. Definitely should have. Well, we'll make up for it. Are we going to lose to what looks like a budget artifact deck? There's no... They haven't played any fetch... Or not fetch lands. No shock lands, no check lands. The creatures? Okay, creatures. Oh, gotta activate that now. What do they get here? Meteor Golem. Wow. Why? I guess because of the card draw. We still get to draw a card because it's ability. We take a literal F-ton there, and then we draw. What do we draw? Come on. One-time deck. Nyxathid, right off the top. Oh my god, really? Oh man. Oh my god, we're about to get Tezzeretted. Tezzeretted, no! I am not frightened by you. Well. Are you kidding me right now? Oh man. Nice. That sucks. That sucks. And then we lose to the laser beam. We just drew too much land there. That was ridiculous. We had a really good start, and I mean those ritualists that saved him. Well, good game. Well, I hope everybody is having a great weekend so far. We're gonna go first, and we are 100% keeping this hand. This is almost a perfect draw. Almost. If Nyxathid was probably like a Kiora, might be a little bit better. If Traxos was a big dumb dino, I mean, he looks like a big dumb dino, but I mean, if he was a Rotting Regisaur, then it would be a little bit better. Tad Ghostal, are you going to play the Magics? We'll say hi since they were so late to the show. Mountain Skirk Prospector. I feel like when our opponent's playing slow, they're playing a very non-interactive type deck. Let's see. What do you got for us? Oh no, okay. Okay, well, we were wrong. We were wrong. So we are going to Sarkhan's Unsealing next turn. Kind of exciting. They're gonna... Oh, okay. Alright. Yep, go ahead and read that. Because all your creatures are dying this turn. Yep, yep. Yep, read it real good. So why is the Risen Reef still on the stack? Are we getting disconnected? I think we are. I don't think there's anything... Alright, let's restart. I do think that the game is disconnecting us. Load back in. I do think whenever you reconnect to a game, it needs to not... Oh no, it's definitely them. How is this timing them out though? They didn't have anything. Yep. Let's get a... We don't have double black mana, so... We'll be pitching the Nyxathid while they time out. Ghostal, come on, my friend. Learn to not get salty, I guess. I mean, it's okay to get salty, but don't do it in this form or fashion. So, I mean, it's a little... It feels a little good when people do this. Seven, 8, 12, 13, 14. I mean, we can't cast that anyway. So I think we win here. We legitimately win. So they don't even get the timeout win. Or we don't even get the timeout win. We get a win where we actually killed them before the game decided to disconnect them. Ghostal, sorry you're a sore loser, but we're going to take that victory. And we are on to the final boss. Oh man, and this person actually has a Planeswalker name. So this could legitimately be a final boss. Alright, well... Not the hand we wanted. Oh man. I don't even think we want Kiora. I think it's Kiora that we don't want. We drew. Oh, and we whiffed. Oh my god. How do we whiff there? And then our opponent is playing Winota. It's either Winota or Transmogrify into Craterhoof Behemoth. Yadaro. Did not expect Yadaro. Okay, so this is definitely Craterhoof. Alright, what are we pitching? We be pitching, so this is 2 mana. This lets us cast another one. So we're pitching a land. So we are going to... Oh, okay. I'm surprised they're blocking there. So getting... Oh, they... Fire Prophecy. Okay, I got really worried for a second there. Okay, here comes Craterhoof. Craterhoof isn't... Oh no, Yadaro. Yeah, I mean... We block. So, interesting. That's kind of a funny draw. Do it again. Yeah, so they block. Now they only have one token available for Luca. Luca's probably going to find another Yadaro? If it finds Craterhoof, that's fine, right? Okay. There she blows. Hey, you know what we're doing? We're blocking. You take one. We take one. Okay. Totally fine with that. So... Yeah, we're gonna play that, and we're gonna play...
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Okay. So 3. Another shatter. Okay. Okay. I mean, our creatures are just gonna stay big. The fact that we just drew 4 land in a row? Pretty ridiculous. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
My crusade isn't over yet.
We got 14 damage on the board. Yep. Wow. I'm very surprised that we saw that deck. I really want to know what else is in that deck. Obviously, there's a lot of control, token generators. Does it only just go into Yadaro as the finisher? Well, I guess we'll never know. Alright everybody, welcome back to the wrap-up. And we did really good with this deck. We went 5-2. We lost to Goblins. And again, this deck really doesn't interact that well with Goblins. We had a chance, but, you know, they happened to hit enough creatures off of Muxus. And we lost to that budget-friendly, what looked budget-friendly, Tezzeret deck. It was it looked to be an Esper Tezzeret shell, and we drew bad against them, and you know they were able to take advantage of it and actually just get us. So good on them. But yeah, so Nyxathid again is not a great card. It's it's a 3-mana 7/7. It's usually going to be on the smaller end of that. You rarely ever want to be to a point where you're worrying about Nyxathid. But yeah, so Nyxathud is really it's a proper name for this deck because we are just dealing a lot of damage to our opponents, but at the same time it's more of a descriptive for how good the card Nyxathid is. It really is just a thud. It's a card that you really don't want to be playing, but I do feel like this is probably the best one of the best homes for that card right now in Historic. So this deck is pretty, I mean, it's relatively expensive to build. You have to craft a lot. All of the lands are rare. You know, you got a couple you got some mythics in the form of a Great Henge, and then everything else is a rare except for Llanowar Elf, Kiora, and Incubation Druid. Or I'm sorry, Incubation. So everything else is a rare. That's a ton of rares. This is a deck I recommend only to try if you have the cards. I'm not going to recommend this to build, you know, if you're just looking for a deck to play. But this deck, Nyxathud, it's a fun deck. Don't get me wrong, it's really fun to get Sarkhan's Unsealing. You know, we had some really cool interactions where we were actually able to win against a 9 lives deck because we were able to deal multiple instances of the Sarkhan's Unsealing damage because we had 3 of them in play. So again, really super fun deck to play, but it's not competitive, and yeah, there's just better things to do. However, you could make this more budget friendly. You could take out, you know, Traxoses. You could take out the Nyxathids. You don't really need to be playing Nyxathids or the Traxoses. You could focus more on having 4 mana, or I'm sorry, 4 to 5, 6 power creatures that are cheaper. There's also a 4 mana 7/3 that we could be playing. I think it's an uncommon. It's a red creature, and it says something along the lines of when you attack. At the end of the turn, if you attacked with this creature, it gets shuffled back into your deck or something crazy like that. So that's a more budget friendly card that you could be playing. So keep that in mind. You know, again, if you want to look at this, you know, the link will be down below in the description. You can copy it, you can import it, move a few cards around, see what you can get to. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. But again, I recommend it in the sense that this deck is actually fun. It's not super competitive, but it can definitely steal some wins from some of the competitive decks because they just really don't understand what's happening. And being able to drop a turn 3 Sarkhan's Unsealing, if they can't deal with it, you're probably going to win the game because of all of the damage it's going to do. So, all right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed the deck. Again, this revisit of Nyxathud. Yeah, if you enjoy the videos, please hit that subscribe button down below, as well as that bell icon. And like the video, join the Discord, check out all the cool links down below. Yeah, and you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a amazing weekend. Stay safe. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.
Thank you.